Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of a new map that came out today, Big Flats, Texas. This is by TK Farms. It's 114.79 megabytes to download for all platforms. We're going to go ahead and start off by reading the description, then we'll go ahead and get into it. So it says, welcome to Big Flats, Texas. This is a fictional map based off of locations around Greenville, Texas. Map details, 2 farms, the main farm and cattle farm. The cattle farm needs to be purchased to be able to use the buildings. All farm buildings can be sold, 16 fields and 23 farmlands, a train, 5 sell points, custom grain mill and bakery, working AI routes, 100 wooden collectibles, and precision farming ready. Custom map features include custom animal food for sheep, cows, and chickens. Soybeans are in rows. Custom grass, realistic wheat and barley. Oats can be mowed for grass in last growth stage. Cannot hire a worker for this. Planters can plant sorghum and canola. Added the ability to destroy harvested ground stalks when driven over. Geez, I can't talk today. Increase the storage capacity of train wagons. Custom license plates added for players in AI traffic. Additional paintable textures, additional paintable foliage, paintable fields, more placeable trees in landscape mode. Custom crop prices, custom crop calendar, and a custom soil map. Happy farming. So there you go. It is a pretty straightforward map. I think a lot of you guys actually will really like this map because it is pretty straightforward. There's not a ton on it, and I think that you guys will like that. And I think you guys will just like that. A lot of people on my channel, I think, will be really appreciative of this map. As you can see, just looking around, it's got a big open area for us. If you look at the map, this is it. So we're here on the new farmer mode. We start off with this farm right here, field or chunk 2 and land 3 there, which is field 10. So we have those guys, and I think that's ready to harvest starting off. Yep, sure is. So you have that. The other farm's up over there. We are going to purchase that to take a look at it here in a little bit. You can purchase every chunk of land on here as well. So actually what we'll do is we'll purchase all the land here in a second to take a look at it. We'll drive around, take a look at the starting farm here and new equipment, and then we'll go ahead and do a flyover at the very end. But yeah, a few big fields on here, and I think all these are going to be very worker friendly. So I think a lot of you guys are going to like this. So this is a really cool map. So yeah, as we go through here, everything in here I believe is all standard. It looks fairly standard to me looking at it. Through here, I don't think there's a ton of custom. There's nothing custom in it in terms of fill types. A lot of equipment starting out. We'll take a look at that in the store in a second. Start off with $100,000 in new farmer mode. And then if we go down here, no animal pens starting out. Again, if you buy the cow farm, you'll get some animal pens. They do have contracts in the fields you do not own. No production chain starting out. You do have 100 collectibles to be located as well. We're going to turn that off, and we're going to turn that off as well. I think that'll just make it easier for us. And I'm going to actually fast forward time here just to get us up to about noon, because then we'll have just kind of a little bit better lighting, kind of the best lighting on the map right there. So there we go. Okay, here we are. This is our starting farm. Let's hop into the store here, take a look at our equipment we start off with. So we start off with a John Deere 6230R, a John Deere 7810. We also have a John Deere 7R 350. We do have a Mack Superliner 6x4 truck, which is nice. We have a nice T560 John Deere harvester there. We also have a grain header for it. Skid steer loader, we have a New Holland L318. We also have a pickup truck, the pickup 1986. We have a Wilson trailer pace setter. That's what we got there for a trailer. And then a Branther TA 23065 2 Power 2 Plus. We also have a big old disc harrow by Kinsey. We have a Kinsey Blue Drive planter there. And you can also see here they added a couple things on there. So this is actually, I believe, modded from Base King, because Base King and the planters aren't going to do your sorghum or your canola. So that's added in there. And this is a direct drill planter as well. We do have a sprayer. We have a lime and fertilizer spreader. We have one skid tier attachment there, a pallet fork. We have a couple of different John Deere branded weights. And then we also have a couple of belt systems here to be able to get stuff in and out of our silos, because we do have those style of silos on this map as well. So there we go. We got obviously a sleep trigger right here. Trucks parked out front, and then that's the main road here. And this is kind of our main farm area, and that's the field we own right there. So as we work down here, you can see we have our 2 conveyor belts. And then it looks like we have a couple of Meridian silos on here. So it is a little tricky on here to see. We have a couple of bins on the other side of the farm here, and then a couple through here. We also have a fertilizer tank. So a couple flat bottom bins. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to see on here. It's all kind of on top of each other, but we should be able to see all of it here. So 2 bins here, and then is that a collectible? Sure is. There we go. Oh, $2,500 a collectible. That's pretty good, actually. And then here we have a liquid fertilizer tank and stainless steel fertilizer tank as well there. And then we have some garages here. Stuff in storage there. We do have another shed over here, which I think this is all one big shed. Yep, one big open shed here, so huge shed there. And I actually am curious, can you, yep, you can sell these guys off. Is that, oh, that is a base game shed. I thought that was gonna be something, I didn't think it was base game for a second, but I believe these are all actually base game. They do have some, maybe the coloring they changed a little bit, but they do have, you can see they're modded for Big Flats, Texas. But maybe they are different, maybe they are different. No, that's the same one as that guy right there, so. Yep, it's very interesting. So, looks like, yeah, base game stuff on here. Big shed there, and again, we have another big shed over here. And that's pretty much this portion of the farm here. We do have a repair trigger in here as well. And then we do, of course, have, if we go around the corner here, fuel point. So you can get some stuff in your fuel tank there, and then 3 more flat bottom bins over here. You can see our headers hidden out back here, as well as our trailer. So we have all that stuff back here for us, which is real good for us. Yeah, that is fantastic. So, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and hop in our truck. We're gonna drive around here in a second, but first I want to go ahead and purchase all the land on the map to make sure we are not missing anything. So we'll set it all to us. We hop in here now. So we got a couple of these chunks over here, which apparently didn't add any like icons to it. That's the cow farm up there we added on here. So you can see got some TMR silos and such like that, which is really cool. What's that? My grass drying silo. And then we have a lot of cattle pastures. It looks like probably 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I added 8 cattle pastures we have right over there, which is really cool. So you have a lot of pastures over there. So we'll go take a look at that. And that field also comes with field 6 there, or that chunk of land comes with field 6. So, and again, there's a couple grasslands over there, which makes sense because you're doing some cattle. So we're going to head off. We're actually going to go right over to the cattle farm first. Then we're going to head down, across, and then back up. So that is our plan. That is our plan for this tour. But yeah, so far, really cool map. Really like it. Really like the concept behind it and everything like that. And that was a nice American-looking speed limit sign we passed. I'm sure we'll probably pass another one here shortly. Or at least at some point. Oh yeah, there's tons of icons down there. You can see just a million different icons down here, it looks like. So yeah, nice little cattle pasture. This is actually really nice. I like all this through here. They all should have the same number in them. Be able to all hold 100, it looks like, probably. Yeah, so they all should be pretty much identical. So you got all these through here. And you got some, again, some storage in here. So a couple of sheds and stuff like that for your equipment. That grass field comes with this chunk of land as well. Got a collectible in there, like that. And then we do have a couple of basically productions of sorts here. Assuming you can put stuff, let's see here. This is grass drying silo, fermenting silo, and TMR steel silo. So I'm assuming, I guess my one question is how we're gonna get stuff out of these guys. Aha, there we go. And they are basically production. So you can see here, you have a TMR mixer, you have a silage producer, and then you have something that produces hay for you. So, okay, that's kind of cool. They're all worked into this building here. That's kind of a unique way to do it. So I dig that. They worked into that shed there, placed into that shed there. I am curious if you can place more down, and yes, you can. You have a lot of different options in here as well. So a lot of different options, which is cool. So I like that. That's a nice feature when they add different, especially very useful productions like that, I think, to a map. So, all right, let's head out of here. We're gonna take a left, head back down, straight down to the bottom if you look on the map here, and then we're gonna curve right over to kind of that bottom left-hand corner right there. So, and it shouldn't take us too long to get there. You can see the map feels really large. It's actually not really that big, to be honest. It is large, but it's not as crazy big as you think. And again, this is for all platforms, which is pretty cool as well. Yeah, you can see big fields all around and plenty of room around the outside, so very worker friendly. If you wanted to hire workers to do it, they easily could do that. And down here at the bottom, it goes across over there. And then, yeah, across the railroad track there, so it's pretty much your only obstacle for your for you to use there. And you can sell on the railroad, it looks like, which is pretty cool. So we'll see if we can get a peek at the train when we're down here in this bottom corner here. So I'm not sure which way it's going to go. We might actually just rent it as we're stopping by. There should be like a train rental point in there. Yep, train rental point. So we might actually stop by there and just rent it, so we can get it rock and roll on our way, because I don't know how big the loop is off of the screen here. So let me hop out and we'll run over there. And this should be the train rental point. Yep, we'll go ahead and rent the train. How far is it? Yeah, 2.6 kilometers, so it would have taken a while to get here. So we'll let it work on that. Obviously, we have a nice railroad silo set up here, so we can put stuff on and off the train. And you can sell stuff off to Greenville, which is really cool. So we're going to continue across here. Get over here. And then right in here, we have a few things going on through here. So right hand side here, we have the BF Grains Gate 02 sell point and Gate 1 sell point. We also have the bakery and Big Flats flour mill down here. So they're all kind of built into this facility here, which I think is kind of unique. So I like that. So you have the grain mill, and then you also have the bakery there as well, which is nice. Or the flour mill, I guess is what they called it. And then over here, we do have a nice little gas station. So if you need to get gas, you can. That's the edge of the map right there. The nice 70 speed limit sign, I love it. And I'm assuming the train will show up at some point. I don't see it either direction yet, though. Okay, well, what we'll do, well, it's working on getting the train back there. Let's head up here. We'll jump back down there, or we'll see it on the flyover. So it should just get rented and should hang out there when we'll be able to see it on the flyover. So, because is it on the map yet? No, I don't see it on there. So we're just going to drive all the way up to the top here and take a look at the couple of different options or different things we have up here at the top. So we're going to do that. Then we'll do a flyover and probably call it a map tour at that point. So yeah, really nice American roads on here. Like it. Roads look great. Map looks great. I think it's perfect. Perfect amount of detail on here as well. It's not too crazy detailed. There's not so little detail that it doesn't feel like it's a special map. So I like it. There's a 70 sign right there, which we are going 5 over, which is crazy. But this, I mean, that makes sense for Texas. There you go. We're almost up at the top of the map, and you see it did take us a couple seconds or a good minute to get up here from the top to the top from the bottom. So it still does take a decent amount of time to travel around. You can see we have animal dealer here. We have the animal dealer sell point on the left-hand side and the animal dealer itself on the right-hand side there. And then if we go back over here, we have ourselves the store, pretty much. And we have our sell point over there as well. So we have the Lone Star Goods, and then we have the vehicle shop right here. So this is going to be basically just where you sell whatever you need to sell. And we have the train. We do have a train. So hop over here. Holy smokes, a big old train. Lots of options on that train. Probably hold quite a bit on there. Let's go ahead and get into flight mode though. Leave that on. There we go. So yeah, huge train. That's a very long train. Actually, it's probably the longest train I've ever seen on a map. But yeah, see, we got a couple sell points and things over here as we mentioned. And we'll just go the opposite way we went before. We'll get back over to the starting farm in a second. Well, actually, we're right here. We'll do it. This is our field that we started off with. And then this is our starting farm area. And again, it looks small from up here, but that is a huge farmyard. You can build lots of different stuff on here if you wanted to. You can add more silos if you wanted to, or productions, or whatever you wanted to do. There's plenty of room on there to do that. Nice water tower down there in the corner, and then here's the road we drove down earlier. I'll back up here this way. And you can see we have the cattle farm right here. So you got that all set up for you, which is nice. Nice little farm there if you wanted to do some cattle. And there's the edge of the map there, which it actually blends pretty well because they used fields for the edge. So I like that. I think it works out pretty well with this map. And then right up over here, we got ourselves the animal dealer and the vehicle shop right there. And then just heading down here, these just appear to be just kind of little areas where there's some housing and stuff. So you could put down like a doormat or something if you wanted to use it in a house or whatever the case may be, just because you can buy those chunks of land. But regardless of that, there you guys go. That is Big Flats, Texas. If you guys enjoyed this map tour, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.